group is Ryan Grace and Jessica Smith. We now have Justin Max and Brittany Wise. The next group is Tony Pozos and Sarah Hewitt. Ryan Barwick and Pam Lane. Leland Turing and Jenny Craig. Youngest brother Scott Deckers and Jennifer Sweats. And Todd's oldest brother Joel and his wife Kim Deckers. Now we have the test man Travis Hamiga and man bonner Emily Rosenbach. Now it's my pleasure to welcome the bride and groom. This is Todd and Kate Deckers.
Tell you what, operating this thing is way harder after a few games. Yeah, it's going to be interesting to watch it too, because yeah, we'll see. It's going to be like this.
It's now my pleasure to reintroduce the native choir and
No sound.
S-Man.
This sound. They're listening to us right now.
There's Canada, and they have some toast.
Alright, it's just for Kate and Todd. They know where I've been and what I've been doing.
When Kate and I were much younger, we went on lots of adventures together. We took little adventures. We'd go to Olympia on bikes, we'd go down to Britton Village. When we got a little bit older, we took a lot of adventures together too. We went volunteering in Honduras. Our family took us on lots of adventures. We got to go visit our older brother in China. We went to Europe with our family. Kate also took many adventures on her own. She moved to Spain for a while when she was in high school, and then Argentina when she was in college. She moved to Kansas City for a while. And I've heard that Todd has also had his fair share of adventures. He studied in Washington, D.C. for a while when he was in school. He also traveled all over the place, really, to Mexico, to Italy, Ireland. You went to Canada, I hear. When Kate told me that she and Todd were taking their first real vacation together to Peru, I was certainly not surprised at all. And then when they told me that they were taking the summer to go to Costa Rica and volunteer, I thought, yeah, that sounds about right. Sounds like something that they would do. Kate and Todd have had lots of little adventures too. They've gone up north, done snowshoeing. They took a road trip to Germany, or to Georgia.
Germany?
They threw in a ghost tour while they were there. Nikki Giovanni said, "We love because it's the only true adventure." And I think I can speak for the whole crowd in saying that I'm very happy that they're chosen to do this together. I really can't imagine something better for Kate. I'm so glad we're part of our family. So if you'll raise your glasses with me and toast to their great adventure.
Chris for having us all to the lovely wedding and to have this amazing place for a reception. So if we could start by giving them a round of applause. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Travis Kaminga. I've been friends with Todd for about as long as I can remember. My mom kept a book for me for my first year of kindergarten. And at the end of the year, I had to write who my best friend was, and I wrote Todd the Toad. So we've been friends since at least kindergarten. I gave you a nickname then. In preparing for this speech, one of the things I came across that everyone kept saying is we had to include a funny story from our past. Any story worth telling that involves Dad and I is probably going to be somewhat incriminating towards me. And Bob and I work together, and I believe my boss is also here somewhere today. My parents are also here. So, Todd, you can breathe a sigh of relief. No one's going to hear any stories like about how the one night we decided it would be a good idea to clear out a crowded bar in Holland by lighting off smoke bombs inside. Not the first time we decided that indoor fireworks were a good idea. No one's going to hear the story about how you, to my knowledge, are the only person who's ever been suspended from school for actions at a Powder Puff football game. And I'm definitely not going to tell the story about how a big group of us were camping out west in the Brody van and were almost thrown in jail by a couple of aggressive Canadian Mounties who thought we were drug mules, but really we were just 19-year-old kids looking to take advantage of Canada's lax drinking laws. So none of those stories will be told, but I'm sure Todd would love to tell you that it's something like that. When people meet Todd and I for the first time, they're sometimes amazed that we're so close because we're kind of different from one another. We never went to the same college. We don't share a lot of the same political viewpoints. We have a lot of different hobbies. Todd has a complete inability to grow facial hair. We don't even dress similar. I wear the same Carhartt pants and sandals every day, and Todd, you're a metrosexual. When I lived with Todd, there were multiple times where I had to borrow clothes from him to go to a nice dinner or a wedding. Living with Todd was like living with my own personal Tim Gunn. I once told Todd that my girlfriend told me I couldn't wear a vertically striped shirt with a pinstripe suit, and Todd responded, "That's the problem with women. They don't understand men's fashion." He then ran to his closet to find me a shirt that matched and also a tie, leaving me standing there like a 16-year-old whose dad is getting ready for prom. Todd and I actually do have a lot of things in common, though. Chiefly among them is a borderline unhealthy love for baseball. We, along with a few other people in this room, exchange on average 30 emails a week about baseball, some of them pages long, and admittedly sometimes it's about 30 emails a day. Which is why when Todd and Kate first met, I'll admit I was skeptical about how long their relationship was going to last. Todd and Kate met in December, which meant that the World Series was only a month past. And all Kate had to endure was a football game or two every week for the next 4 months before she saw Todd's true obsession come April, watching 106 football games in a year. However, Kate, today I can say I was happy I was wrong. I know it takes a truly special person to put up with Todd, and you're one of the nicest, most genuine, fun-loving people I've ever met. In my 25 years of knowing Todd, I've never seen him this happy, fulfilled, or excited about the future as I have since he met you. I'm honored today to not call you my friend's wife, but to also call you my friend. And Todd, what can I say? You've been there for me my whole life. You're the person I turn to for advice, and you're always willing to give it, even if we know you're just making it up. You're the smartest, most trustworthy person I know, and you strive for greatness in everything you do, whether it's academics, fantasy baseball, countless hours of ping pong in your basement, or more importantly, working on the relationship with the girl you love. You do not stop until you know you have put everything you have into being the best at what you do. I can honestly say that I wouldn't be where I am today if you were not my friend, and there's not a person in the world I feel more honored to call my best friend. So if everyone could help me toast this new couple and raise your glasses, here's to many more happy years of Todd and Kate.
There have been a lot of people involved in the lives of Todd and Kate, and two of those people are very important to each of them, and that would be their fathers. And at this time, I would like to have Bob Lautenbach and Craig Nickers come up here, and each of them are going to express a few thoughts.
First of all, hello and welcome. We're so happy you're all here. I know it's here. I'm Kate Stadbach, as we just introduced.
Microphone.
I'd like to thank you for
Microphone,
coming
bro.
tonight on behalf of Kate and Todd, Carol, and Craig and Joe Deckers. We appreciate that you've taken time out of your lives and schedules to celebrate with us on this special day in the lives of both our families. So many of you have contributed to the exceptional people that Kate and Todd have become. And speaking for both sets of parents, I say that we are very grateful to each of you for your part in making today happen. It's a great ceremony, wasn't it? Beautiful bride. And I'd also at this point like to express my thanks to Craig and Joan for all their support and help in making today so special. 20 years ago, we really couldn't imagine Kate up here with so many friends being in the spotlight like this. She was too shy to order her own burger or mac and cheese with no pickles on the plate. So she always whispered to us when we ordered for her. So, but she definitely has changed, and I think changed for the better from that. Carol and I would like to publicly welcome Todd into our family. Thank you for being such a good friend, partner with Kate. Got a lot of great attributes, but the only one that you don't share with Kate is you've never been a snowplow driver. But, someday we can make that happen too. Carol and I, when kids are young, parents pray for their kids, and they also pray for their spouses to be. And, that they someday meet. And our prayers have been answered in every way, Todd, that you join your family. Now, before we continue our celebration, please raise your glasses and join me in a toast to Kate and Todd.
Too soon.
Adventure, optimism, and much joy come for you as you find the pathway of your marriage today.
Travis, I was just informed that Justin Verlander was pitching a no-hitter through the first 6 innings. So. I'm pleased to announce that Travis knows that Justin Verlander pitched a no-hitter. Rumor has it it's his wedding dress. That's never been at least a bit shy about it. We're glad that you're here. We're thrilled to have you, and we look forward to saying hello to each and every one of you as the night progresses. Todd and Kate are special people, and each one of you in your own way is special to Todd and Kate, Bob and Carol, Joe and me. And we look forward to celebrating their wedding vows with each of you tonight. Some of you know because last night we talked about how cautious in his decision-making Todd has always been. His birthday is on New Year's Eve, and when he was little, I would take him to Toys R Us, and he could pick any present that he wanted from the pretty well picked over shelves 6 days after Christmas. We walked up and down every aisle, every year. We looked at virtually every toy. always chose very carefully. He always chose exactly what he wanted. It was never the most expensive thing. That was good. But it was precisely what he wanted. And when it came time for him to choose a partner, the last for his entire lifetime, he chose very carefully, very cautiously, and we all know, for goodness sakes, he chose very well. Joan and I are thrilled to welcome Kate to our family. And I know that some of you, if you've paid any attention at all, know there was another person named Kate who's been married in the last week. She doesn't go by that anymore. She's now called Your Royal Highness, Your Majesty. I don't think you can count on any of that, Kate. The Lady Catherine, because she chooses not to be Kate anymore, because she's going to be the Queen of England if everything goes well in the future. We happen to think that Newsweek magazine, which had a photograph of Kate Middleton, the future Queen of England, with the legend Kate the Great on it, got it wrong. She's not so great. The great person is Kate Laubenbach Neckers of Rockford, Silver Lake, Michigan, USA. Because I have it on very good authority that Kate Middleton didn't work until Wednesday, through the end of the business day on Wednesday before her wedding. Kate Middleton didn't deliver personally in any of the bridesmaids' gowns. And, well, I don't know this for sure, but you'll give me a little license if I have to make it up. The fact is that Kate Middleton only knows one language, her mother tongue. So she's not so special. She just happens to have married somebody with a little better bloodlines. Although, Tom, I'm reasonably certain that if your grandma Hendricks or your grandma Hendricks could be here, they would object to that too. We know that these are two very special people. We're thrilled that you are here to celebrate their wedding vows. And will you join with me now to toast them? May the grace of God reign on you today and all your days. Hear, hear, hear.
At this time, I'd like to have you turn your attention that way towards the cake. And Todd and Kate will be heading down there for the cutting of the cake. And immediately afterwards, dinner will be served, so please find your places. You probably figured out it's open seating at this time. If you don't have a seat, find a seat anywhere you wish. Thank you.
Everybody smile. Smile and wave. Smile and wave. You're not getting out of this. I'll borrow that. I'll take yours too.
Hold it together. Yeah, do you know the top there? Okay, then you just put it together.
You're supposed to ask these things before. I'm just saying.
And then, yeah, put it together. Cut it together. Do you need to be in a certain place? I got it over here.
We can tell you're in love because they're cutting a cake together. I would have given myself a heftier portion than that.
We got more to eat.
Just saying.
So do we?
I'm just saying.
How do we get it out?
Oh, hey guys.
How do we turn this thing?
I think your slice was too good. Getting a good shot.
I'm getting a shot. It's mostly of their faces. I'm gonna zoom in on the hands though. There you go. There you go.
Alright, alright, take over my hands. Okay? Yeah.
Aww.
That's pretty.
You guys are just adorable. You have some frosting on your shoulder.
Oh, Todd.
Shoulder frosting. Wait, let me get a shot of that.
I think it's a fuzzy.
Frosting.
I think it was a fuzzy.
Or is it something? Guys. Guys. I need...
What do we do with this stuff? Do you want this?
Your flip cam's almost dead. So I'm going to turn it off for a minute.